Hello, in today's lesson, we will check the AND function. The AND function allows you to test multiple conditions at the same time and passes a true value when all conditions are true. We have a list of students here, their marks and their results. Now we have the hint here for their grading system. And let's say we also don't want anyone to enter a number that is lower than 0 and a number greater than 100. So all the numbers must be greater than 0 and also less than 100. We can check it here. For example, this is the grade 45. So let's type marks here. So this is the marks of a student and the mark is 45. So for example, we have equal. If you open your bracket and type AND, that means that we can now test two or more logical functions, two or more conditions at the same time. So if AND, we select the cell, this cell F6, if this cell F6 is greater than 0, and so you put a comma here, and this same cell F6 is less than 100, then we can say valid. If not, invalid. And we close our bracket. It tells us that 45 is valid. Let's say I change the number from 45 to 450. It says invalid. What if I change the number to -1? Invalid. When I change it to 2, it says valid. So with the AND function, we are able to test two or more values and pass in a value if true and a value if false. Now, how can we apply that? So we use the nested if function to check the result. But this time around, I've changed the function here. Look at the formula we have here. It says that it's quite longer here. So if and A9, H9 is greater than 0. So H9, which is that number, if it's greater than 0 and H9 is less than 50, pass in fail. Then we bring our comma and then open another if statement with an AND. So if AND, so we'll compare two. H9 is now greater or equal to 50 and H9 is less than 80, that is good. If H9, if and H9 is greater than 80, greater or equal to 80, and H9 is less or equal to 100, then excellent. If not, then invalid. So with this invalid statement, it's going to take every value that is less than 0 and above 100 as invalid. So let's change any of the results to -1, and that's invalid. And change this to 101, and that's also invalid. So the AND statement helps us, the AND function helps us to check two or more conditions and then pass in the value if true or false.